Hello, back again. Today we talk about referring to the video 45 where I was talking about how the price will go slowly up. This is certainly a very nice video and I think you liked it, but one small detail I wanted to go a little bit deeper is that you certainly need to invest or buy a master instrument. So now, what is a master instrument? How does an instrument become a master instrument, and when is it like a workshop or a factory made or whatever instrument? And now in a short video you won't become now an expert in being able to tell when you have the instrument in front of you, but if you just get a little bit the picture of how a workshop is made, then you get a little bit better idea what you actually should search for. So now in my workshop I always was dreaming of having a bigger shop where more different qualities are available. So I have like 3 lines of instruments, okay? So now when we made now my first line of instruments, let's say number 1, number 2 is another line which is already a little bit better made, and then here we have our big master, okay? Behind all instruments there are a lot of human people working. The more people are involved, the less it is a real master instrument, while a master, there's one master. So then this is one person is making the instrument. Now if you go into a workshop and there are like 10 people working and they only sell master instruments, so they should have 10 master instruments, different ones. Huh? If they only sell one master, very likely these master instruments are not real master instruments, or let's say it's a different way. They are producing a lot under the name. Okay? It's something from the very beginning which has a different way of construction. So when you talk to somebody, you should a little bit figure out that and see how they promote, how they sell their different line of instruments. In my workshop I always try to make it as clear and transparent in order that customers immediately see the difference. So I even made a certain type of varnish here, finished very shiny, here the same kind of varnish, but we polish it a little bit by hand so it's not so glossy shiny. And my master instruments, or even people working in my workshop who make their own instruments, Filippo, Marco, Anna, Min, everybody, they make their own master instruments. I call them future masters. We put here oil varnish on, okay? So you can immediately tell the difference when you look at those instruments. And this is actually a little bit something you should be a little bit trained on that. And a lot of these kind of things you can actually figure out by talking, getting things explained, be interested, get to show you the pieces. Even so, if you're not a violin maker, the more you're interested in, the more you will probably get exactly what you know, what you're buying. Never buy something you don't understand. Or if you're a little bit like this, so, be a little bit aware. I think as a good security of investment, this is one very crucial point of view, and you should really dedicate some time in it, okay? Further, for the new instruments, I think it is so nice. We all have smartphone, we can take pictures. Take as many pictures as possible while you're at the workshop of the maker, with your instrument. This is more worth than any certificate, yeah? Because how happy would be somebody who buys a Ruggeri or a Galliano or a Stradivari to make a picture with those makers at that time, yeah? Take that chance and see it as a great opportunity. Just wanted to show you here on my cellos 3 lines, how you can see actually in my workshop the difference. Now I take the cello because they're bigger, it's easier to see. I have it with a double bass, viola, violin, everything, same concept going through. Okay, let's have a look here, come on. Okay, so here you have now these 3 lines of mine. Soon we will have more master cellos from different makers. This is now my master cello, Linea Marquis and Scala Perfetta. And now for you there are just 3 cellos and one is more shiny and the other one not. So you cannot tell by how glossy the varnish is if it's now a master or not. It's just that I make it like this. For me, very shiny. For me, it seems a little bit more cheap. And if it has a certain texture on the varnish, I think it is more precious. This is my personal opinion. But if you go closer, you will see that here the instrument is actually very clean, everything is correct. We adjusted it this morning and I think they all sound very good. But if you now would listen, you certainly immediately feel them. The more you go up to the master instruments, the more quality you get, okay? And customers immediately understand. You just attach the bow and you feel the difference, okay? It's just a little bit like the feeling of a master instruments plays all by itself and has a different response to what you're doing. And here, this you can tell it's machine made. From Germany it comes in the white, following my instructions in order that I get a good quality. Here we make it here in my workshop. When you come to my workshop you can see how we all work and how we make it and how we fit the bass part, how we make the thicknesses, the neck setting, the fingerboard and everything. There's everything made how I do my master instrument, and on my master instrument I do everything myself, and sometimes I stay longer and because I'm not happy, don't glue it in, sleep over, next day I look at it and say, oh, I'm glad I didn't glue it in last night, and I work a little bit on. The aim of a master instrument is that it fits exactly to your taste and exactly how you want to be done, and it should be like that. I hope this is a video which gives you a little bit more idea of how the whole thing works with the pricing and the investment and the different lines of instruments. Okay? As soon as everything is very transparent and you understand it, then go for it. Okay? See you soon. Have fun. Bye bye.